I don't know what it is about coming up north, but it's just like a big lightning bolt of life is just put back into me, and I just way more just feel alive. You know, there's definitely a difference for me, anyways. You know, fishing all those trout rivers down south was super fun, and I'm so glad I went and did that. But it's something about coming home and going up north. Like it just this place feels real special to me, anyways. I don't know. I feel the most alive when I'm floating these rivers on my raft, chasing steelhead, and yeah, I don't know. I think it's just the beautiful landscape. It's all the wildlife. It's the good people you meet up here. Like just at camp last night, just chit chatting with all the neighbors, and making friends, and it's so cool. Like I love being able to do that. It's such a good vibe coming steelheading up north. But yeah, that was right on cue. I was just swinging through this run, and I haven't caught anything here for a while, so I was kind of like, that's weird that I used to get them here and I can't get them anymore. It's been a couple of years probably since I touched fish in here, and it was just so juicy, and it was just coming right down to the end of the juice, and like maybe a cast or two before that, I just kept saying in my head, I'm like, there has to be a fish in there. Like that's so juicy, and then just thump, boom, and yeah, that was another nice big buck, and everything went well. Got him landed. Popped the hook right in the scissors. Came out no problem, and yeah, let him go on his way. That was just special. I love that. Um, Nowhere else I'd rather be. So let's do it again. I forgot my bear spraying camp this morning, so the old CIL is gonna have to do it for today. All right, so trying to get down to one of my favorite fishing runs, but I guess no one's been in here yet this year because there's giant trees in the middle of the road. I don't have a chainsaw. I wish I did. All I got is this bow saw, but it does a job. I got that the smaller end cut pretty easily, but this is going to be the chore, cutting this big thick end here, and then I should be able to drag this out of the way. See how it goes. I wasn't cut out for manual labor. It's the truth. Whoa. Did it. Yay, problem solving. Alright, it's been a minute since I checked in with you guys. I think the last time I saw you, I was cutting a fallen tree out of the way so I could get my truck down a little trail down to fish a run. I did connect with a fish that morning. Sadly, didn't land it. Just swinging through some really nice greasy water, and it was pretty slow, so I had a downstream end in my line. So I was probably pulling that fly across broadside, and just smoked it, set the hook, peeled out, took about 3 or 4 good head shakes, and just released the fly. So I was a bit bummed out about that. Wasn't sure exactly what happened because it didn't seem like a questionable hook set. Reeled my line in, and my hook was actually kind of like opened up. So that's odd because I've used that brand. I switched to that brand of hook because none of that ever happened to me as soon as I made the switch, and I've been using that specific pack of hooks for well over a year. Like this time last year and beyond, I've never had that happen. So I was kind of taken back by that a little bit. Not sure exactly what happened. So a little bit, yeah, that kind of sucked. Felt like a really good fish, and I don't think I did anything wrong. I didn't crank down the reel. I didn't pinch the line. Didn't do anything like that. It almost seemed uncalled for that hook opened up. So anywho, I just hoped it was a dud hook, and I just fished for the next 2 days, and nothing happened. Didn't connect with anything I could say was a steelhead, so decided to pack it up, and I went on tour. So I've now fished 5 different rivers in 24 hours, and spent an hour or two on each just to rule out which ones are fishing good and which ones weren't. So it was pretty easy to figure that out once I went and saw the actual water conditions. So I've landed on this river, and the water's actually lower than I thought, but at least it's like the visibility is really good. So I started working my way through runs I've caught fish through, working through runs that I've caught fish in the past, and yeah, just because the water level's low, there's a little bit less flow through some of them. So I kind of picked ones that might have more water flow, and sure enough, the second one I picked it was kind of not swinging great at the top, but there was a section there right before the tail out where it was just coming across like grease. It was perfect, and I probably put about 6-8 casts through there, and nothing happened. So the moment I tuned out and I just sort of stared off in the distance, obviously I casted, assuming I'm not going to get a bite. That doe just crushed it, like totally surprised me, caught me off guard, and I'm almost glad I didn't get the the take on camera because it's almost embarrassing. And like it grabbed and I almost fumbled my rod, and I lifted up and started pulling, and yeah, she was buried right in the scissors. So it was a really good take. So I don't think there's a lot of fear of that fish coming off, but yeah, she caught me off guard, and it just goes to show it like almost always happens when you least expect it. I mean, sometimes it happens when you think it's going to happen, but more often than not, you've like put in a lot of effort and a lot of casts over a few days, and you just almost just assume it's not going to happen, and that's boom right when it happens, and they grab, and yeah. Anyways, caught me off guard. I laughed at myself a little bit. I was like, Jesus, Ryan, pay attention. Like they can just grab it at any time. So yeah, that was that, and then yeah, fight went well. She tired her out, got her in the net, popped the hook, and away she went. And that was good. But other than that, I think we're gonna plan out next week. It's been really hot, so once the temperatures cool down, we're going to do a multi-day float on a river. So we're gonna, me and a couple of friends are gonna maybe do 3 days of floating, 2 nights camping. So we'll bring everything we need on the boats, and we'll just float all the way down the river and camp out wherever we see fit. Done this before trout fishing. It's a lot of fun. So I've never done it steelheading, but the weather is fantastic. So it'll be nice to yeah, just camp out on the river banks or somewhere close to it. Other than that, yeah, it's been a fun couple days. I just wish I had more fish to show you guys, but it's the way she goes. You can't always catch them when you want to, but you appreciate it when you do get them. I've seen lots of wildlife. I've seen all sorts of bears today. The river banks are just full of bears right now. I saw a moose, a cow moose, and a calf today on the road, and then I actually saw a sow grizzly bear and a cub as well. So that was interesting. So yeah, I mean, if nothing else happens for the rest of today, I guess I'll just call this the end of the video and move on to the next episode. So I hope you enjoyed it. Trying my darndest to catch as many fish as I can, but steelheading's not easy, and you just got to keep grinding until it happens. Just never give up. It'll eventually happen.